So guys, I'm going to speak about. Does everyone know? Do you know who Lori Harvey is?
Lori Harvey.
Look, Steve Harvey's
Oh.
Steve Harvey, yeah.
His
Steve
daughter,
Harvey.
stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Yes.
no, yes.
Yeah, oh.
She was the one with Michael. Yeah.
B
okay.
Jordan. Oh.
Why did you not take him? Why did you not take
We'll
him?
discuss that. Of course, you're gonna.
And Future, by the way.
And she was with Future.
Wait,
as
what?
well. She
Oh,
dated
Lord.
Future.
Oh, that's why you did
wow.
a good thing, Michael.
Yeah, and so I'll speak some words about it. So Lori Harvey, the American socialite and stepdaughter to Steve Harvey, she's been linked to P Diddy, his son,
Jesus.
Future, who famously rapped about her in a song. She was then wifed by actor and Creed 3 director Micheal B Jordan, as you were so gassed up about there, who famously proposed to her, which she rejected and she broke up.
Oh my
Yeah.
days. I didn't even
If
know
you
that.
want, I'm single. Okay, I want to have babies and get married.
Wow.
He's got a woman now, so
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
I don't think
Sorry,
Micheal B is
take
gonna
it back.
say.
Take it back.
Now you don't get much more high value than Micheal B Jordan, especially when it comes to a black man. People say he's like a young Will Smith. So many women couldn't understand or believe why she would reject his proposal. She has now gone on to start dating Damson Idris, who is he's a
UK.
he's a UK actor, very promising UK black British actor. He's been in.
His friends.
Pardon me. He's been in Top Boy and Snowfall. Is it Snowfall? Yeah. It seems it's become more about Lori than Damson about his career as the pair step out, and it's all about facials and matching clothing rather than his acting career. Lori Harvey is seen as a role model to many young women, but in reality, she's just another socialite. So my question is, why do men like to share women after working so hard? Why would you attach yourself to such a high-profile woman that would never be interested in you and has slept with men that you know?
Such a good
Go
question.
with you.
Me?
Yeah.
I feel like, when you're first starting out, there's a bunch of women at the top that you feel like you're not valued to. And you're like, one day I'm gonna just get up to the top and make this money, and then I'll be able to get the same that same face, the straight line and the eyes and all that, and the eyebrows, all that. A lot of guys dream of having women like that.
Yeah.
So when they finally reach that level, I mean, I personally would never do that shit, but if not, I wouldn't. I'd like all natural stuff. But my thing is, a lot of dudes in the beginning, they feel like they're not worthy. And so when they finally reach that high level, they're like, well, now I'm worthy. And they feel like getting this woman, right, it makes him now just that much more better. And it's like, no, bro, like she's still just a girl, but, she's wearing makeup and she's, got a name, and that's great and all. But, at the end of the day, take all that away. She's a woman, and you need to vet that woman and really ask yourself, is this a traditional woman, a woman that's going to meet the metric that you have in your mind?
Yeah.
But again, it's unfortunate, bro. Like you said, a lot of dudes end up sharing these models, actresses, and it's because at the end of the day, they feel like, well, now I'm at this echelon, I'm not allowed to date these women over here, or I can't date these women over here because they have a certain mentality, or they don't know what the starlight is. So I'm gonna date this girl over here that maybe this other business guy's introducing me to. When in all actuality, she's just hopping from status to status, money to money, person to person.
What about you? Why do you think that man them come up and then do you know any man them that have come up and just started just dating the Medinas, just losing their minds?
Yeah. No, I think it comes down to a bit of status as well. Like just knowing that, that you've had access to that same. It's crazy because now I wouldn't, but when I was younger, and when I was getting into certain rooms and with certain people, that was kind of like, you're kind of. These are the same guys that everyone else is looking at on Instagram, and you're with them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't. I prefer low key, out of the way, like not everyone's thing. But
Facts, man.
I guess at the time, when I was younger, that would be it. I think it's more of a status thing because if you're with that girl, everyone's gonna come up to you. You're with her.
Yeah.
Imagine if you walked in with Lori Harvey now, like maybe not in this room, but generally.
Yeah.
It'll be like you're the shit. You're
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like
Especially if you
that
come up
status.
from.
That's what I'm saying.
So what about you? Why do you think that men come up from nothing and then they start dating all the high-profile women that all the other people have dated?
I also think it's competition between men.
Mm.
You failed. I'm gonna make her my baby mama. I'm gonna put a baby inside her.
Yeah, but I don't think I can really feel if a guy's already been with her before. It's not like you can be like, oh, it's like, bro, I've already had her, bro. It's like,
It isn't. That's actually a turnoff, honestly.
yeah. For us, it's like, basically when every guy that you sleep with doesn't do anything to the final guy that becomes your husband because all the rest of the people just had fun with it. So it's like, we were like, oh mate, you slept with her, but he had a baby with her. Oh, he caught the L. So men don't look at things like that.
Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
No, it's fine. That's why you're
I
here.
don't know. I do feel men are a lot in competition though. And she's like, for example, she is a beautiful woman.
Of course we are.
Yeah, she's
We are.
absolutely gorgeous. And also men can lose their mind about, the beauty of a woman. And they're like, well, I can be better than him. I can do better than him. You're going to stay. I'm going to prove to the world that I kept her.
Has a man ever done that for you?
Like...
Someone simped for you.
Simp for you.
Simping is crazy.
Oh, well, there are some men that still simp for me. I mean, like, you can see. But they're like... They're funny though, because like, for example, when I work on set, one time they booked me as a professional dancer, and I'm not
dancer.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Like, I had to learn a choreography in 10
Okay,
minutes.
cool. Because you know when
what?
a lot of times,
Yeah.
a lot of times people think dancer, they think like pole dancer.
No, like music, video, dancing,
Yeah,
choreography.
Twerking.
No, it wasn't working. It was another thing.
Okay,
Like
cool.
proper choreography.
Yeah, cool.
And I'm not a professional dancer, but I needed the money, and they booked me. Okay. And this guy was a professional dancer. He was trying to teach me the choreography. He was like, "You're doing great. That's a great job." I was doing a horrible job.
Yeah.
Like, but he was like, "No, you're doing great." And then he asked me out. I knew he was doing that on purpose. I was like, "You don't have to lie to me. I know I'm doing a really horrible job. But I know I can see myself."
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
Can I add on the point?
Go on.
Because I agree with what you guys said, but I do see something that men do,
What's that?
which could correlate, right? He has a Porsche,
Yeah.
and he's of highest value.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will pay in auction the highest amount of money to have that Porsche that he had.
Yeah.
You're not even thinking of how many women he banged in there, how much bad, dirty, nasty stuff he did in that Porsche. Because you want to own the Porsche that he owned, because
I'll
it's
get a
now
valet,
got
it'll be
value and a state.
I'll get valet. I get full valet. You know, hey, my Turkish guy can.
But that's it.
Yeah.
The valeting is her cleaning herself
Yeah.
up for you and presenting herself well for you. But she was still the Porsche.
Let me ask you another question. Do you think Lori Harvey broke up with Micheal B Jordan because she knew she was forever going to be in his shadow? Do you know how high profile he is now? Like, he just directed Creed 3. Like, he's like, and she's, and she's attached herself to Damson Idris, who really is just starting his career. You know what I mean?
It's similar to dating. If she dated an average normal guy after this, it's similar. What would be the reason? It's because she doesn't want exactly what came with him. And that is something a lot of people can't identify. If you're with somebody who is a multi-millionaire alone, honestly, it's not the life most women think it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter about whether he treats you well. He may treat you amazingly. But when you look at how he treats everybody else around him, that alone can be the energy you don't want around you, because you're an empathist and you feel sorry for them and how they're treated and spoken to. His abruptness, his harshness, you want to have maybe the calmer, quiet, relaxed lifestyle where everything is a little bit more pleasant.
Yeah.
So you might tone it down a notch. So you see when she's gone down a notch, that is simply because that down a notch is her level.
Yeah.
That's the level she can relate to, which is why I say, please don't just accept proposals just because it's the greatest, biggest rock or it's the greatest, biggest statement. That statement will be the reason why you're going to divorce. So people will then now be saying, you see, they divorced. Yes, because she went into it for the status of what everybody else expects her to do.
Yeah.
Everybody else sees it as, oh, why would you? I see why she declined. It's not necessarily, personal.
Girls in America need this information.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, what about you? Do you think Lori Harvey broke up with Micheal B because she just, she just couldn't handle his level of success and where he's climbing to?
I don't know. I don't think so. It might have just been she just weren't really digging him. Like, fit for her image. Remember, a lot of these celebrities go out with each other because it looks good.
Yeah.
It looked good, but
Facts.
did she want to actually get married?
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. Do you know what I mean? And one thing I would say that I've realized, you see, like her dating loads of people, and I think generally dating loads of people isn't the best thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. And I never really used to think about it like this, but when you've dated, let's just say she just said six to eight actors, rappers, all these people. Do you know how hard the standards are to match? Micheal B Jordan.
Yeah.
Damn.
Future.
Yeah.
Who else was she
Diddy.
dating? P. Diddy.
Yeah, his son.
Billionaires.
Son.
Son.
Right.
So now imagine one of us try and walk in the room and chat to him.
It's long.
We don't have the same car.
Yeah,
we don't have the
Right.
same
They're used to a
access
certain
the same
lifestyle.
thing,
Yeah.
The same rooms.
So
It's dangerous. I'm just saying it's dangerous.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a dangerous
No,
road.
100% agree with you. What about you? Do you think that she broke up with him because he was getting too hyper? Because you would think they would, he was.
My thing is what she said makes a lot of sense, but also what he said makes a lot of sense too. It's like maybe because she's dating around, she's like, okay, I'm done with this now. I'm gonna move on to something else that might be more promising than he is, because he is like the.
But how do you not get more promising than the number one A-list actor?
Well, my thing is maybe she's because he's younger. Maybe
Yeah, how old is she?
She's
Like 20.
young. She's 24.
She's in
don't
her
wanna
20s.
get married
No,
at
and that's what
24.
everyone said. That's what everyone said.
Yeah.
A lot of people said, "Oh, you know what? She's young. She don't want to get married." But
don't.
it's one of those things again. So she left him. Yeah. Who's a good guy.
Yeah.
Wanted to marry her.
Yeah.
When most women would be like, "How the hell would you?"
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, but my thing
Look,
is,
we got this one here screaming for Micheal B.
yeah.
She wouldn't get
I
him.
got if you change your mind, I'm here.
See,
I
but he wanted to make her into an honest woman, and after people were clowning him
Right.
for wifing a girl that Future basically said, "Tell Steve Harvey I ain't want her" in one of his songs, yeah.
Oh, damn, yeah.
And then he came and cleaned her up and made her look good. And what did she do?
That's the worst
left.
thing you can do.
She left.
That's the
like,
worst thing.
and she left him.
I mean, let's
yeah,
be
but we
honest.
don't know
though.
what's going on in the relationship.
True.
though.
We really don't know. We can
Okay,
only
and this is
assume.
what women do.
No,
There are
but it's true.
internal
But this is what
Yeah,
women
they
do.
don't.
Women always say this, yeah, but in reality, there was nothing wrong. He proposed to her, yeah, and then women try to say that, yeah, to try to create mitigating scenarios. No, how about she just wanted to be out in the streets?
Maybe she wanted to. Maybe we don't know. That's
But
what.
that's the
That's
thing.
all.
Girls
I'm
will
saying.
make light of a
Like,
negative
Stop.
situation.
Oh,
more often.
okay, so going on from there, yeah,
Get out.
Micheal B Jordan is now dating a European model, and I've seen the comments.
Which country? Italy? No.
Like European, one of these, yeah. Mainly from black women saying he didn't want Lori Harvey. He's gone back to dating white women.
Oh, they always do that.
That's what he really wanted.
Oh my God, I hate
and
that.
I do think it's unfair, as she did reject his proposal first,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yes.
So why a woman mad he's dating a white woman if the black woman rejected
We
him?
all know why, bro.
I need to hear it. I need to hear it.
know
I need to
why,
hear it. I need to hear it.
We all know why.
I got.
Let's talk.
I need to hear it. So I need to hear it
We all
from
know.
you first,
From
and then
me?
I'm gonna go to you, and then I'm gonna go to you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Because